Hey, hi. Welcome back to another video of The Verse Maker. I'm Arkodipta Roy and let's get started. So, if you had followed my video last week, I'm pretty sure you remember me saying that during this super extended period of lockdown, people out there have gone out of their minds. Now, I was actually being quite literal about it. The next week, we the Indians are going to celebrate Mohalaya, or the day on which we actually welcome Ma Durga. Now, the point with Indians is that we celebrate various festivals. It starts from celebrating the biggest one that we have, Ma Durga, followed by Ma Kali, Ma Saraswati, Lakshmi, and a host of others. But the main problem lies in the fact that we like to put women on a pedestal and worship them, but not really respect or provide our regards to the woman that moves around us in flesh and blood. Now, across the world, China, US, UK, Brazil, Tunisia, France, and even Australia reported cases of domestic violence. Now, why we aren't aware of this is because the media channels don't cover it. And why the media channels don't cover it, we all have a very wide discussion about that. And we all know that these media channels thrive on what people actually want to see. And once again, people at large really want to know what a celeb kid has for breakfast than to know what kind of violence or bloodshed happens at the homes of people. Now, if we look at our culture, we see that men really await to celebrate this festival of Durga Puja and Kali and stuff. And if you ask men at large, and why I say men is because our culture often generalizes men and we don't really think about women. We always feel that women act as second fiddle. So that is something that the world or our culture or our country in particular needs to change. And I know this discussion is getting way heavier, but these are certain things everyone needs to talk about at a certain point of time. Now, if you look at statistics between March 5th to the 5th of April, 310 cases of domestic violence and 885 other forms of violence have been reported via mail. And I'm sorry to say, but we all know that education of women in India is still considered to be a taboo. And now women reporting via mail, and if that accounts to such a huge number, which is over 1,000, I am sure that there are hundreds of women out there who, even if they want to raise their voice, do not have means to do that. Now, India ranks 4th in gender violence. It's one of the top 4 countries which commits gender violence, and it's mostly men to women, but it also exists the other way around. Now, the UN Agency for Sexual and Reproductive Health reported that there are 3,100 million cases worldwide, and if the lockdown persists, this number might actually increase. Back in June, when my social media flooded with news and articles about women writing in anonymity about the violence they face from their husbands or their live-in partners, and various articles as to fathers mistreating their daughters and committing violence on them, I thought to myself, why not sit down and pen something and Today I would like to read out one of those poems that I wrote, and it's entitled My Diary. In a dusty, worn-out attic, she saw a handbook lying, and grabbing it quickly, she fled from the rugged old mine. With drops of tears and a broken piece of lead, she christened it down to etch the stories of dread. As the church bells tolled and the black flags fluttered, earth writhed in pain as countless lives scattered. She says it's been a while, maybe the fifth lunar phase, since people closed their files and confined themselves to a cage. Amidst the bluish black skies and the twinkly little stars, a pungent musk reeked the hyacinth and left her with scars. When the darkness wearied out and the lights shone bright, she saw a pair of bangles on her table with chocolate by its side. As a little bubble of happiness went mad and venomous and a tad out of hand, her mother lay beaten on the ground and the souls retched around. So when the teacher smiled through the screen and asked them to be safe, little did the woman know that the devil was a part of her fairy tale. With horrors dug deep and with a smile on face, her bruised knees hid beneath her red flowery dress. And so, as men sold their souls and turned hellishly cold, every Helen, Rani, and Sirthi remained trapped with a pain too strong to behold. As I said, that writing a poem doesn't really suffice the problems that the women or the girls or even men face with domestic violence and with the uprising hatred during the pandemic. The problem with our country is that we don't really look at the psychological health of people. We are more akin to the physical health. You have a fever, you take down a medicine, but we don't really worry about mental health. And if we don't really worry about that, violence is going to be the only way of communication. Thank you for watching this. Subscribe to the channel will be immensely appreciated. I hope you come back again. Thank you for watching. Bye.